Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Heaven's Kitchen. Here at the Briars, we are super excited to have you here this afternoon. Now, we are running a little bit late this morning, but that's because we're fresh off of working with one of our wonderful schools this morning, which we'll talk about, I'm sure, a little bit later on. And so we've been busy working over here, making sure that everything is just right for you guys this afternoon. And so it is wonderful to have you here. Make sure if you are here, let us know what you've been having for lunch today in the chat below. Let us know what you've been up to for lunch, where you are and who you are. We'd love to see what you've all been up to. We haven't got our lunch just yet. We'll be going over to get that in a few minutes' time. So, welcome. This afternoon we're going to be talking about lots of different things. We've got Elise over here next to me, and we've got Luke and James in the studio as well. They'll be joining me a little bit later on to talk about some bits and pieces that have been happening, not just here, but around the world in the week this week. So let's get straight to it then, with asking Elise, what is going on?
What is going on, Charles? You know, what's been going on in the world? Big one this week, 20th of January was Penguin Awareness Day. Ooh.
Wow.
Don't know if you guys, anyone celebrated that one at home? Maybe you did, maybe you
didn't.
Yeah,
let us know.
But yeah, it's just kind of a day to raise awareness for penguins, because in kind of the Antarctic, they're kind of facing like a lot of competition at the minute against fishing companies for food, and so they're trying to like talks in place to make some like conservation areas for penguins. At the minute there's only 2 conservation areas, but they want like a lot more just to kind of protect the penguin species. There's 4 types of species that live in Antarctic. It is the Adelie, the chinstrap, the gentoo and the emperor penguins.
Wow.
So a bit of trivia for you, Charles. How many different species of penguin are there in total?
Oh, I've got absolutely, so that's 4.
Yeah.
I know there's some in South Africa.
Okay.
And I guess there's some like in Chile, Argentina, that kind of, 15.
Pretty close, to be fair. That's a good guess. It's actually 18 different species of penguin. So yeah, emperor penguins as well. They can actually, another bit of trivia for you here, they can stay underwater for 22 minutes.
Wow.
Hold the breath for 22 minutes.
Good grief.
I think like the English record of longest time holding your breath is like 19 minutes.
Wow.
Or something. So
They can just do it. Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think so.
But penguins can just do it on a normal afternoon.
Whim. Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Oh, cool. So penguins, yeah, I love penguins. They're great fun. They're all, and I think like we don't really get the scale of how big penguins are, but they're like even the emperor penguins, which are the biggest penguins you can get. I think they're only up to like your mid-thigh, just above your knee. They're not like a very tall. I thought they were like bigger than that. Anyway, they're not. They're not that big.
Fair enough.
They're only little. So thanks for sharing that, Elise. So the 20th of January is Penguin Day.
Yeah.
That's great. Cool.
Pretty
what
exciting
else?
stuff.
Yeah, that is pretty exciting. Yeah. What else is going on?
So Cardinal Vincent Nichols, who is the Archbishop of Westminster, got vaccinated this week.
Oh, amazing! That's cool.
Yeah, pretty good.
So just his first dose, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think everyone's just most people are just having the first dose at the minute, aren't they?
Great. So those of you who don't know, Cardinal Vincent Nichols is the basically head of the church. Head of the Catholic Church in this country, in England and Wales. By head, I don't mean he's not like the same as the Pope, but he is kind of in charge of all the bishops in this country and all the priests in this country, and he lives down in Westminster. So he obviously knows and chats to Bishop Patrick quite a bit as well, and they all like kind of talk to each other. But that's what Cardinal Nichols does, yeah. So that's really cool. So he's been given his first vaccination.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing quite a few of the religious people will be getting vaccinated as well. I'm assuming.
I think they've moved on to like over 70s now.
Oh,
haven't they?
Of course it
yeah,
is.
They started vaccinating over 70s. So.
Oh, great! There you go. Thanks for that. James, let's just check in with the chat just to see if anyone said hello. Just yet.
Yeah, so we've got Mr. Ages joining us.
Oh, great! Hello.
All the students at Delisle watching us from their school hall, socially distanced, of course. He said. So that's really lovely.
Oh, wonderful. Well, welcome.
We've got also, I don't know what my name is, he. That can't wait to watch with their family.
Oh, amazing.
Oh,
well,
nice.
welcome. Glad that you joined us this afternoon. And welcome, Delisle, if you guys are, however many of you guys are watching. Let us know what you got for lunch pop it in the chat.
We've also got Burton and Swaddling Coat Chaplaincy joining saying Happy Friday, guys.
Oh, amazing.
Wonderful.
Happy
Happy
Friday.
Happy Friday to you guys. Thanks for joining us, Burton and Swaddling Coat Chaplaincy. So let's keep going with any other news that you've got this week, Elise.
Yeah, there's been some developments in electric car batteries.
Oh, wow.
One of the big problems with like electric car batteries is that they take quite a while to charge. Like they take between like an hour and a day to kind of fully charge for like 500 kilometres of travel, about that. And that's in a Tesla as well. They're the big ones. They're the Tesla ones. But they've now, I don't know if it's Tesla as such, but a car battery has been developed, and on 10 minutes charge you can travel about 250 miles.
Wow.
So it's like near enough the same as like fueling up your car, like the same amount of time. Apparently they're trying to make it quite like affordable as well. Like they haven't started production, but they've found like quite an affordable way to make it. So the future is electric.
Yeah, definitely. I think it is. I think it's 2030. I think is in this country. 2030, you won't be able to buy a new petrol or diesel car, which is incredible to think. Like how many cars there are on the road, but you won't be able to drive a new one. You'd have to get an electric one from then, which is really cool because it's such a huge step towards that kind of like conservation and environmental friendliness by going electric instead of using obviously petrol or diesel or whatever you might have in your car. But that's really interesting. So it's almost going to be like you said, like refueling a petrol, because normally refueling a tank may take like 5-10 minutes, whereas now with electric car, like you said, it does take a long time. So there you go. Wow, fantastic stuff there, Elise. Thank you very much. Is there anything else that you've looked up or found out going on this week?
I found a bit of an interesting one. It's kind of the debate as to whether Ronaldo now has the most goals ever. But this is the problem, isn't it? There's a debate. So there's a player called Bajkan from the Czech Republic in like 1931 to 1955. Supposedly scored 759 goals, and Ronaldo has, I think, equivalent to that now after he scored for Juventus.
Wow.
But obviously, because he didn't properly keep records at the time, like it's debated and things like that. I mean, like Pele has 757 goals apparently, but you don't count friendlies, and if you did count friendlies, Pele would have 1,000.
No way!
Yeah,
wow, 1,000 goals. That's incredible. I don't think I've ever scored that many. On FIFA, let alone in real life. So that's incredible. So they reckon Cristiano Ronaldo is like the best scorer.
Yeah, they're like debating it. There's debates, sort of thing.
Like
I don't think they can ever really prove it, sort of thing. But.
Oh yeah, sure, of course. Well, so that's cool. So a big step for Cristiano Ronaldo, because he's always compared to Messi, isn't he? That's the kind of like competition.
True.
But let us know who you think is the better footballer, Messi or Ronaldo, if you're into that kind of thing. Is there anything else going on in the chat, James? Anyone else said hello this afternoon?
So Naomi joined us saying good afternoon. Good afternoon, Naomi. We've Mr. Ages have apparently got cheesy chips today.
Oh,
nice.
Lovely.
Strong
Cheesy
chops.
chips. As you can hear from that reaction, Luke was very excited about
Cheese
chips.
chips with a little bit of mayo is lovely. I'll tell you
What do you reckon, guys? Mayo or gravy? I know that's a chat that's often debated.
to be fair, great.
Gravy's a
Gravy
shout.
can be a good one.
And we've also got Tom joining us, Tom Baptist.
Amazing.
Happy Friday.
Oh, wonderful. Good afternoon, Tom. Hope you're having a good day. So, a little bit later on, at least, I don't know, well, I think you may know about this. We are going to be debuting. The English language. We're going to be debuting our brand new ad about what we do during the week on YouTube. So we're going to be showing you that a little bit later on. You guys will be the first to see it, and I'm super excited for it as well. It's like it's literally brand new. Like we've only seen it this morning, and we can't wait to show you about it. And it will tell you about our live streams throughout the week. And what we get up to on the YouTube channel throughout the course of the week. So we're excited to show you that a little bit later on. But before we do that, Elise, have you got anything else to say, to add?
Yeah, another random one. There was the first ever haggis in space this week. Haggis, the Scottish dish, questionable meat, whatever it is.
Brilliant. So what What inspired that? Was it like someone in their back garden with a particularly large Coke and Mentos situation, or?
So there's a group called the Stratonauts, and the butcher was a guy called Simon Howie, and they attached it to a weather balloon, and they just wanted to, kind of cheer people up, give a great start to 2021 by sending some haggis into space.
Amazing.
We've had a pie in space, apparently we've had slime in space, and now we've had haggis.
That's
Covering
incredible.
all the bases.
So, with it being a weather balloon, does it not pop and then land somewhere?
Yeah, I think it gets so high, and then eventually it will, I guess so.
So someone around the world is going to enjoy a haggis treat from the sky at some point, I'm guessing then, unless they've thought about that and maybe put a little drone inside it. I don't know how that works. But anyway, that's great to know. So haggis has been in space. Let us know. Would you guys like to go into space? Ooh. Well, at least would you go into space if you could? If you had a chance.
No, I don't think I'm that bothered.
Wow. Okay, fair enough.
I just don't. I don't feel like there's a lot there, to be honest.
Well, there's no humans, I guess.
Like the moon. Like when you see the picture of the moon, it's just sand and
Well, fair enough. I mean, yeah, I get it. James, Luke, what about you guys?
I hate flying, so I don't think I'd be able to cope with going to space. Maybe I'd like it in space, but just flying there is just not for me. I hate flying to Alicante as it is. So yeah.
Fair enough. James?
Yeah, for me, I think I'm in a similar boat to Luke. I think the journey would just be quite horrible, but I think it would be worth it, getting to not so much see planets close to us, but if we could go further, that would be very interesting.
I want to see if Earth's round, to be fair.
I kind of get that. It would be cool to see, because you can go on these flights where they take you up in an RAF plane.
Oh yeah.
And you can see the curvature of the Earth or the flatness of the Earth, whatever you believe in. But you can see it, and that's really cool. But then I see what your point is, James. Because Elon Musk is talking about getting a community of people on Mars.
That'd be cool.
Within our lifetime, and I think that would be really interesting to see.
You know how you're on about the plane going up? Do you think you could see the curvature of the Earth if you were on top of Mount Everest?
Ooh.
Is that high enough? Do you think?
No,
I don't think it's high.
I think there's a certain amount, because I've heard Philip Schofield talk about this on this morning, and he said on the is it the Concorde, the old plane? Yeah. I think he said he saw the curvature of the Earth on that. So I think you have to get higher than that.
Yeah, higher than that. Yeah.
Fun fact as well: if you stack up all the mini cheddars eaten in one day, it will be 7 times higher than Mount Everest.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Just by you, or wow, that is an incredible amount of mini cheddars eaten to be that much higher. Good grief. There you go. I've got a fun fact. Thinking of fun facts, if you drive at 60 miles an hour up, you'll reach space in an hour.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's all it takes is going up. But of course, 60 miles an hour isn't quick enough to do it because of gravity,
so
you boys.
60 miles between here and space.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No.
Isn't it? Yeah, above all the clouds and into the stratosphere and
what?
I know. It's fascinating, isn't it? Anyway, we'll carry on chatting. In fact, I think it's time. It's time to do the ad, I think. I think we're going to show you it. It's a little video about our week together. So enjoy, have a look at it, and see what we get up to throughout the week. Beautiful. Oh, I love that. It's great.
Amazing.
Yeah, right. It's an incredible way of just showing you guys what we get up to in the week, and there's all sorts in there as well. And we'll play it again, and I'm sure it will go up on our socials throughout the week as well, so you can just have a bit more of a look at what we get up to in the week. Now, of course, a little bit later on is our Friday Night Live, episode 2, season 2. Yeah, amazing. So you can check that out at 6:30. And now we've got a challenge, which is also the theme of the week. For you guys, I think there's still time for you to send stuff in. So what is the challenge, Elise?
Oh, so the challenge for this week is you have got to try and learn a new skill that kind of helps someone else. You know, it can be anything really, couldn't it? I mean, washing the pots, that's a skill within itself. Don't want to give too much away, but the Saturday special might feature a bit of the team learning some British Sign Language. Ooh, exciting stuff, a little skill to help someone else. So that is the challenge. You've still got time to send in what you've been up to, or maybe even show us what you've been up to live@ndcys.com in time to see yourself on the Friday Night Live this evening at 6:30.
Perfect, thank you so much, Elise. Yeah, that's exactly right, live@ndcys.com, and there's been some pretty cool stuff sent in so far, and hopefully we'll get to be able to feature you a little bit later on if you send some stuff in before then, so you've got a little bit of time left to do that. In the meantime, we've been joined by a guest. During the advert, there was someone so inspired to come and join us this afternoon, so we're going to say hello to them. Wonderful, it's Naomi!
It is me again!
So welcome, Naomi, how are you?
Very good, thank you. Yes, feeling like I want to watch all the shows and enjoying the news. I'm enjoying hearing, because I'm really bad at keeping up with the news, so I'm really enjoying you guys just sharing all the highlights with me. It's easy for me, and it's also very interesting, so...
Oh, good. Perfect. Well, great. Thank you for complimenting our news reading stuff. We're glad to do it. I think that's something that I found is through lockdown and things, that you kind of lose track of a little bit of news and what's going on in the world because you're so focused on kind of the you part of it, which is also important, but it gives us a chance to see what else is going on around the world. So with that, Elise, have you got anything else to share with us this afternoon?
I think I'm all out of news stories,
That's
Charles.
amazing, perfect. So no worries. Elise, in fact, I think Elise, you can go and grab some lunch.
Oh, exciting.
I know. So Elise is going to go grab some food. And Luke, if you want to come and join us, if you guys do a little bit of a swap.
Yes.
A swap round. Whilst they're doing that, James, is there anything cracking up in the chat? Has anyone let us know what they're having for lunch?
So Naomi is well on the side of gravy with her cheesy chips.
Nice.
I'm in the same boat there. Love gravy, definitely. And Lawley has commented on how good the advert looks.
Oh, beautiful. Thanks very much, Lawley.
Yeah.
So that's great. Yeah, I don't know about gravy on chips. I'm still I'm in an hour and a little bit about it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's for me with cheese. But anyway,
I think it's quite a northern thing, to be honest.
Well, I don't know about that. I think maybe the people around the country might enjoy gravy on.
Oh yeah,
chips.
I feel like. I don't know. I quite enjoy curry sauce on my chips.
Yeah, I like curry sauce.
I don't think I've ever tried curry sauce before.
No way.
I don't know.
We'll have to maybe do it next week.
You've never had a curry?
Never had curry sauce?
Is it the same sauce?
No, well, yeah, it is the same.
It's not the same as curry.
But it's not the same as curry. They are separate things.
Naomi's absolutely fuming that you.
I'm just sad for you, James. We have to sort this out. That could be your... Oh, no, that's not really a learn something here, is it? That's just eating us. I was going to say it could be your weekly challenge, but that doesn't really count as a skill. But, yeah.
Well, there you go. We're going to move the conversation on because Luke has joined us. Elise has gone to get some lunch, and we're going to find out, Luke, what has been going on in the world according to Luke.
Obviously, one of the biggest news stories this news in week is Joe Biden becoming the US president.
Yes.
And even better than that, the chunkiest Bible ever that he was sworn in on. Oh, it was so chunky. It was like that.
It's one of the biggest Bibles I've ever seen. It was massive.
Yeah.
And of course, Joe Biden is a Catholic as well, which is interesting. He's the first Catholic president since John Kennedy. back in 1962. There's a fun fact. Back in the 1960s. So it was a massive Bible. If you take, I'm not sure what translation or where it's from, but it looked like an old one. So I don't know whether it's like maybe been in its.
I feel like it was every translation that big.
Yeah. Naomi, do you know anything about it?
No, but I'm gonna look. I'm researching it. I'm on it.
Oh, amazing! Beautiful. So
I'm not knowing something. So
we'll leap back to Naomi in a second, then she'll let us know about that. So Joe Biden has become the 46th president of the United States. Anything else about that, Luke?
No, not really. Just that he's become. He was sworn in yesterday, and obviously, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, but Miss Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah, that's the one. Is the first woman vice president as well.
She is, yeah. So it's a super exciting time for America, and it'll be interesting to see how the next 4 years develop and change and things happen. President Biden, Joe, I know him well. President Biden has already started initiating some new and interesting stuff, so definitely worth checking out. Probably following him on Twitter will be the best place to go for that if you want like regular updates about what he's up to over in America. So that's that, and of course our government have celebrated it as well and said amazing, well done, as he has become the president now. So what else is going on, Luke?
Well, last week we talked about Pokemon a lot, and everyone who likes Pokemon and stuff like that. And with this week there has been let me just see if I've got this correct. An unopened box of first edition Pokemon cards has been sold for $408,000, which it kind of equates to £297,817.
Wow.
Which is madness. It must have been us talking about it that increased that price too much.
Must have been, yeah.
It's crazy.
So was this on eBay, or was it a full-on?
I presume it's that sort of money is like a proper deal, sort of.
Yeah,
but
so an unopened box of Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
So there's no guarantee that there's going to be anything anyone knows about in there.
Yeah, but it's first edition, so it's like.
Oh, so this is from the early 90s.
Yeah, so it's it really, it's like cards you can't get anymore, sort of thing. So.
Oh wow, so that's really cool. So that's so much money though to spend on that.
It is, yeah.
on Pokemon. But anyway,
would you spend that much money if you had that much money? Would you spend it on?
I think my dad would confirm I probably spent that much money growing up on Pokemon cards. But I'm not saying that if I had the opportunity now I would. I think I probably wouldn't buy Pokemon cards if I had that kind of money.
Fair enough. Might increase the price though.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, so that's Pokemon.
Yes.
Again, Luke, anything else cracking up?
This next one is a big one as well. Cadbury's cream egg has sold for more than £17,000 at auction.
Wow.
Yes, indeed.
Is that from the early 90s as well?
It's from the early 80s actually.
Good grief.
Yeah, so rare golden cream egg created in 1983 is set to be auctioned off for this second time.
Wow.
Madness. Apparently, it was made by the Queen's jeweller as part of the treasure hunt competition.
Oh, so it's not. There's no actual cream egg in there.
Dunno.
So.
No one's cracked it.
So the casing is golden then.
Yeah. It looks quite cool to be honest.
Yeah.
It's got a little picture on it and. Obviously made by the Queen's jeweller, so that's got to be expensive, even that. But apparently it's 22 karat gold as well.
Wow.
Yeah, it's.
Wow. I wonder if there is an egg in it. I bet it's gone off.
Maybe. Do Cadbury's cream eggs go off? The sensor.
Yeah, they must do. It's really sad they're not. They're one of my favourite chocolates. So it's really sad they're not sold all year round. But of course. Now that, basically as soon as it hit the 26th of December, there were Easter eggs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The Easter Bunny must have some sort of security to carry that around.
It's true. So there you go. Naomi, did you end up finding out about the Bible?
I did find out about the Bible. So, the one that they swear on it. So they make a promise, a promise to. With God is included in it. So it's actually the one that's always been used since George Washington took office. Oh. So it dates back to 1789. So it's pretty old, first of all. It's got, the reason why it's so big is because it's got lots of historical and legal data of the period. So it's kind of a commentary as well as a Bible. And it's the full Apocrypha, which is I really struggle to say that word, but that's basically like you've got the Bible, and then you've got all the extra kind of books of the Bible that aren't necessarily in all of the translations. So most Catholics' Bibles you'll find like Sirach, and other ones you find like Maccabees, Ecclesiasticus, and stuff. They're like the extra books that aren't in like a standard Bible, but if you like a full Bible with Apocrypha is like that's what it is. So that's a few reasons why it's massive and how it's significant. So yeah, it's like it's used every year. Well, not every year, every inauguration. But, yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Wow, that's fascinating stuff. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. So that's the original Bible. I'm sure I saw photos of like other presidents with different Bibles though. So I wonder if, yeah, I saw like an image of Barack Obama when he got made president, and his Bible was completely different looking.
Oh.
But I don't know.
Oh, hang on, let me research this again.
We'll leave Naomi to do that, and she'll get back to us a little bit later on. So Luke, thanks for sharing. Is there anything else you've got to share with us this afternoon?
Well, obviously, we talked about car batteries earlier, and in space as well, the Haggis to space, but this was very exciting because SpaceX, Elon Musk's company, who also owns Tesla, the electric car company, has just launched its second, hold on, let me get this right, its second Starlink mission of 2021 into space. So basically it's getting all, it's getting like better internet for the world, and there's, I don't know how many, it will form a massive network of 12,000 satellites.
Wow.
Eventually, and then I think there's 60 satellites been sent up with this launch. So yeah.
Wow. And they'll just sit as a web round the Earth.
Probably, I don't know. Maybe.
Wow. And that's just for Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I think so. That's what it says it's for. That's been that was launched on the 20th of January. So
wow. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Because I don't know if you guys have ever seen, like, they occasionally release images of the Earth from like the view of a satellite. Or like outside the like satellite realm, and how many satellites and things, and we've got like circling us all the time, doing all sorts of different jobs all the time, just to make sure that it's things like GPS, weather, where we are, all that kind of stuff is all around us all the time. But this idea is that they're going to have like one big shielded unit of Wi-Fi on us. That's really cool. So that's interesting stuff, Luke. Thanks for sharing it. James, just checking with you. Is anything else going on in the chat? Anyone letting us know what they're having for lunch today?
It's just Mr. Ages again, just asking Naomi, what's the name of her dog again?
So we'll skip back to Naomi, and Mr. Ages wants to know what's the name of your dog.
Well, the reason why, because James was there, and the Ages family were there when we named the dog. I say we, because we were about to go live on Friday Night Live, season 1, episode 10, maybe, I don't know. And we were about to go live, and I had the puppy, and he was, if anyone's ever had a puppy, you know the vibe, they're noisy, they need attention. When they need wheeze, and when they need poos, they need poos. So you can't ignore them. Anyway, I did the whole show with Puppy on my knee. But before the show, I was like, I haven't actually decided on a name yet. So I was like, what do you think? I was like, Cooper or Cosmo? And they were like, I think they said Cosmo, because that's what we ended up calling him. So he's called Cosmo. But they were kind of his, they named him.
I think I might have been there as well for that one. I have a vague recollection of that one.
I mean, it was quite stressful for me. I was like trying to like set up a camera, like and like do a live stream from the spare room of my house where I am now with Puppy on my knee. And but yeah, he's called Cosmo. So thanks for naming him, Aegis family. And yeah, called Cosmo. Anyway.
Wonderful. So there you go, Mr. Aegis. Hopefully that's answered your question about Naomi's dog. So we'll carry on going. So is there anything else, sorry, James, in the chat other than Mr. Aegis at the minute? Cool, fab. So we've talked about Tesla. We've talked about.
Can I just ask Naomi as well? Did she manage to research what book Barack Obama used?
Yeah, am I back? Hi.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. I haven't got the bottom of like why different Bibles are used. It's true though. He didn't use that Bible. He used a Bible owned by Michelle Obama's family. So that was like a personal Bible. I don't know if you get to choose the Bible or the Bible chooses you. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, he chose. You must choose because he chose to use a one owned by First Lady Michelle Obama's family. But I think this was on his second inauguration, on his second office. So maybe that's why. Maybe second, you get to choose your Bible.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Maybe people at home, you can do a little bit of research. Let us know in the comments at some point during the week why the Bible is used the way it is used over in the American inaugurations of presidents and stuff. So, because what did Kamala Harris use? Did she presumably had a Bible as well? I don't know. Anyway, things to think about, I guess. Elisa's come back and she's bought lunch and it is smelling tasty. So, Luke, do you want to head off?
Yes.
And go and grab your lunch. And before you do that, do you want to hit that add button again? And we'll see. What. Welcome back, everyone, and what a lineup of shows that we've got for you week on week over the next, well, however long we need to do it, however long we want to do it, however long you want us to be here with you guys. We're going to be providing all sorts of different bits and pieces, and we want to get you involved as much as we possibly can. So each week we set different challenges, and each week, if you think, my family would be amazing to come on this show, or whatever show it might be, then let us know live at NDCYS.com, and hopefully we can maybe get you on. Get you online, and much like Naomi was chatting about a little bit earlier on, when the Ages family joined us for a Friday Night Live a few months ago now. So, James, do you want to just remind everyone what the challenge is this week?
Yeah, so the challenge that you have this week is to learn a new skill that can help someone around you who is maybe feeling a bit challenged during this time. Maybe learn a new skill, be that face of Christ to the people around you. Just help them through this time, because I think it's safe to say that it is a challenging time for a lot of people. So learn maybe a new skill, use your gifts and talents to help those around you.
Beautiful. A great challenge, and as we said a little bit earlier on, there's still plenty of time left. Well, I say plenty. There's a few hours left to get your new skill in and send it in at live@ndcys.com, and hopefully we'll be able to feature it a little bit later on in the week. Now, Naomi has been joined by another special guest, so we're going to head over to our little guest panel. And you see it's Tom. Whoop, 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 whoop. So Tom has joined us from a kind of snowy coffee shop by the look of it. He's obviously holidaying somewhere. How are you, Tom?
So I'm all right, thanks. Great to have you. I just thought I'd step out a bit, just for lunch, mix things up location-wise.
Yeah.
Just keeping it fresh, we've got to keep it interesting during lockdown. But no, it's great to be with you. In fact, forget coffee shops. The only place to be for lunch is here on a Friday, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yes, love it. What an answer. Exactly. So, Tom, have you had your lunch yet? What have you had for lunch? Are you having your lunch soon?
I managed to eat 6 crackers in between. We're currently weaning our littlest one, and our other guy was doing his best to decorate the kitchen with his lunch. So 6 crackers and some farmhouse pate was the extent of lunch. But I'll take it because I'm grateful. I'm grateful for anything.
Beautiful. I love pate. You've just reminded me of it, Tom. Thank you.
But it's a good thing. Pate is good, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe more than 6 crackers for me, but yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So it's lovely to have you here, Tom. Is there anything exciting in the week that you've had this week? Is there anything cool that's happened to you?
Do you know what was really nice this week was diving into some of your virtual retreats, because obviously you guys are up at the Briars, you're still running the virtual side of things, and I'm not in a coffee shop, I'm actually in my attic, and it was just really nice to see what's going on with schools and to see some young people, how you're engaging with stuff. And I just hope that lots of other schools get the opportunity to have that kind of virtual retreat experience, because it means we can work with way more people and loads of different people as well. So it was awesome kind of being on the other end of that. I think that was a real highlight for me.
Oh, great! Yeah, amazing. Yeah, it was genuinely lovely to have you in to say hello to some of the young people and just be part of that as well. Because as you said, yeah, we're up here still at the Briars and running as many virtual retreats as we can. So if you're interested in that, if you're a staff member or a young person who just wants to book us for 45 minutes and we'll have a chat, I'm just joking. But if you are a staff member who would be interested in having us for a little bit of a session, then you can contact kalo@ndcys.com or child@ndcys. We'll try our best to fit you in with our little schedule. As I said a little bit earlier on, we were with English Martyrs. We've been with 2 English Martyrs schools this week. We were at English Martyrs Long Eaton yesterday, which was so much fun. It was incredible. But I have to be biased because today was English Martyrs Oakham, which was my primary school, and so therefore is obviously the best of the English Martyrs. And it was great to have those with you. So let us know if you are watching from Oakham. That would be incredible. Someone from Rutland watching us would be great, because it is of course the smallest county, but it was great being there this morning, and it's why we've had them straight into Heaven's Kitchen this afternoon. And you'll see that James has joined us this afternoon. Luke's headed off, he's come back with his lunch, and it smells so good in here right now.
It does.
So we're going to see what James has got for us. What news have you got this week for us?
Yeah, so definitely. So for the first time this week, we were talking about satellites earlier, going up in space. We've actually used satellites to be able to count all the African elephants that there is, which is really, really useful for the conservation of animals, just finding out where they are, what they're doing, and what's just going on with them,
That is
It's really cool.
fascinating. So they've counted all the elephants.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Wow, whose job is that? Who gets to count elephants? What a job!
It is a job, and every day they can apparently search the size of 700,000 football pitches.
Wow,
which is just, I can't even comprehend that.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's incredible. So thanks very much, James, for sharing that one.
Yeah.
So elephants being counted. Is there anything else? So that's the mix of the penguin conservation and the satellites. I'm loving it, blending those things in. Is there anything else going on?
So this week a new species of dinosaur has been discovered, the skeleton, and that was in Argentina, and we think it might be the biggest dinosaur yet that we've discovered.
Wow.
The Titanosaurus.
Wow,
cool.
That sounds like a big dinosaur. I don't even need the dimensions. It just sounds big. Titanosaurus. So this dinosaur, when you first started saying it, I was like, they found one that's alive. This is it. So this dinosaur is from Argentina. So it's completely different to any of the others that they found so far.
Yeah, so the previous dinosaur was about 31 metres long.
Yeah.
And we haven't actually got the complete skeleton of this new one, but just looking at the sort of like pelvic bones, we estimate it to be the biggest dinosaur that we've discovered, or skeleton of dinosaur that we've discovered yet, which is pretty cool. But it's still not as big as the largest animal to have existed, which is the blue whale still.
Yeah.
33.5 metres long.
Wow. Well, I think that's it, James. I think we're so lucky in terms of being able to exist at the same time as the largest animal ever to have existed on the planet, or that that we know of. But of course, there are some advantages because water's not as draining on like skeletons as normal areas, so they can be a little bit bigger. So the Titanosaurus, beautiful, biggest dinosaur yet discovered. Interesting stuff. So we'll just skip over to Luke, see if there's anything going on in the chat.
Yeah, we've got Lorley in the chat saying she's got to be biased to English Martyrs London because that is of course where she is from.
Yeah, that's fair enough, Lorley. I get it. Fully support that. Yeah, that is the primary school that Lorley went to. I was going to say that's the primary school that English Martyrs went to. The other way around. Fab. So thanks very much, Luke. So James, what else have you been picking up on the news this week?
Honestly, everything else that I saw was picked up by Luke and Elise.
Oh,
so there's not too much more, but I really just love the idea of space stuff. There's been a lot of space things happening this week, I think.
Yeah, there has been a lot of space.
It's just really
stuff.
nice.
Yeah, there has been quite a lot of space stuff going on this week. In fact, the team and myself last night, we were lucky enough that it was a completely clear sky, and so we saw the moon with Mars right next to it.
Yeah.
So we spent a little bit of time looking up at the stars last night, having a look at all the different bits, and it's just incredible to think, that we're like this little blue dot in the middle of a galaxy somewhere in the universe, and we're specifically called and chosen by the greatest being, which is of course God, and that is such a grounding, I think, an anchoring thing to think about, is that although we are tiny, we are purposeful, and that's maybe what we need to kind of go into the weekend thinking about. So thanks very much, James, for sharing that. Do you want to go and grab your lunch?
Yes.
Do you want to head out?
Definitely.
I'll see you shortly. Honestly, the smell in here, guys. What have we got? Let me know.
Toad in the hole.
We've got toad in the hole on a Friday.
Sausage in the hole.
Oh, beautiful. I hope it's vegetarian. So that's exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to having some of mine a little bit later on. Let's, Elise, do you want to jump in and say hello again? And because you appear to have finished your lunch, so I'm going to invite you back in. In the meantime, maybe we'll skip back to Tom and Naomi and see what they've been up to. I can't press the buttons because I'm not allowed to press the buttons at the moment.
Sorry, some technical
Just wait for
difficulties.
at least a neat round, and we'll say hello again to Tom and Naomi. Wonderful. So welcome back, Tom and Naomi. So Tom, we've been talking a little bit about the inauguration today. Obviously it wasn't today, it was earlier on in the week with Joe Biden becoming the president. Now he's the first Catholic president since
second Catholic since JFK.
JFK, yeah, which is really cool. So we were talking about this big Bible because it was huge. I don't know if you saw it.
127 years old. His family Bible, passed down through the generations. Amazing.
No, okay, that's filled us in because we were sold a bit of misinformation there because we thought it was the original one from George Washington when he first became.
No, it's 120. It's been in his family for 127 years, and it's been passed down. It's his kind of family Bible that he's always. I love the fact he still rocks up. He goes to church every Sunday. He's a big deal. One of the first phone calls he had after he won the election was with Pope Francis, just checking in with the big man. So yeah, it's really cool, really cool.
Yeah, that is cool. In fact, I saw an image of his new desk, and behind him he's got all the pictures of people that, he sort of met, famous people and things like that. But I noticed that Pope Francis is one of them that he's got there. He's just sitting, you can see him saying hello to Pope Francis. This was back when we were allowed to be near each other and shake hands and stuff like that. So, no, that's really cool. So we've been talking a little bit about that this week. And a little bit, we've been talking a lot about space actually today, as
I love space.
Covered. Yeah, it's really fascinating stuff, isn't it? But what I haven't asked yet is, Naomi, what did you have for lunch, or have you had your lunch yet?
Yeah, I've been subtly I'm eating, wondering if anyone what I'm having for my lunch today. I'm having couscous and feta cheese.
Ooh.
All mixed up in some sort of kind of Mediterranean delight in a bowl. It's very tasty. Really quick as well, which is good for me.
That sounds lovely. Sorry, carry on.
That's all I was going to say. It's just a quick, easy meal, but a really delicious one, not like a super noodle sort of thing where it's a bit it's like a nice quick meal. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thank you very much. I think maybe we should have a Heaven's Kitchen where we put together a little meal together. That could work. Or maybe get a little hob here in front of us, put something together. But the team myself, a barbecue. Yeah, that would be.
Or maybe we should just have on this morning where Gino has a section where he just cooks.
Yeah, that's what we need. We should skip to the kitchen and we meet Jane and Paul, who are a couple of our chefs who are working here, and they put something together. That'd be great fun. We had feta last night, didn't we? In these Mexican wraps, and they are Luke's reaction. They are one of our favourite meals to have. So I'm getting the feta hype, Naomi. I love it. So thanks very much, guys, for sharing. We're going to say goodbye to you for now because we're coming towards the end of our show. So thanks so much for joining us this afternoon. We'll see you maybe next week or another time in the week. So bye, guys.
See you later, guys.
Bye. So before we come to the end of our show, I think it's only right that we hit that ad up again because it's such a special thing, I think, to see what we get up to in the week and show you guys where you can catch us at various points in the week, because for us it seems like we're so busy all the time, and I'm sure you guys feel that way as well in our lives, but it's important that we take time to break, and there's obviously plenty of time to pray with us through our live streams throughout the week, and we'll walk you through them when we get back from the ads. Welcome back then, everyone. As I said just before the break, we're going to chat you through some of those shows that we're doing this week, just so you're kind of aware of what kind of goes on and what the content is. So on a Monday morning from 9:30, we hit up our Monday Morning Club. Now, Elise, what is the Monday Morning Club?
So the Monday Morning Club is just a kind of nice kind of collective worship to begin our week. We chat about kind of the theme of the week. We read some scripture and explore it a little bit. It's just quite a nice way to start our week as well, and that's at 9:30 after Joe Wicks, so we're not interrupting his workout, his schedule.
That's it, beautiful. So 9:30 till 10 o'clock is our Monday Morning Club, and then 10 till 10:10 is our 10 at 10, which is aimed at some of the younger viewers of our audience, so kind of those in that primary school age. But 9:30 till 10 o'clock is our Monday Morning Club. It's a great way to start our week, a little bit of prayer, and of course we set our challenge for the week, whatever that might be. And next week's theme, I think, is Inspire, is the theme of the week, so I'm interested to see what our challenge is going to be next week. Tuesday morning, we start off with PE with Jesus. So obviously, as we know, Joe Wicks does a Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout. We fill in the gaps on a Tuesday and a Thursday. So on a Tuesday and a Thursday morning at 9 o'clock, for about 15 minutes, we work out mind, body, soul. So we start off in here with a little bit of scripture, and then we hit something up with like a bit of a quote or something to think about for the week, something to think about for the rest of that day, something that might be linked to whatever our theme is, for example, Inspire. And then we normally head over, well, so far it's been to Elise for a little bit of a workout, a little bit of a warm-up for the day, something to get our blood pumping ready for the rest of our Tuesdays and Thursdays. Wednesday is night prayer, and what does that mean, Elise?
So Wednesday night prayer, it is 8 p.m. in the chapel, usually, but it doesn't have to be in the chapel, with the team, where we just have, it's just a nice way to end our day. You can join us and pray with us with our night prayer, whatever we choose to do on that day. Maybe it's night prayer at the church, maybe it's just a team-led prayer with some scripture and exploration, things like that.
Beautiful, thank you so much. Yeah, that's what our Wednesday is, and that's from 8 o'clock, I believe. 8 o'clock?
Yeah, 8 p.m.
Wonderful, for about 15 to 20 minutes or so. So make sure you check that one out, because it's a great way to end that kind of halfway point through the week, end our day together with that. Thursday is the same as Tuesday, albeit it'll be different information and different things and different workouts, but it's the same sort of setup, 9 o'clock till about 9:20, with a bit of a workout for mind, body and soul. Finally, we're on today, Friday, Heaven's Kitchen, which is at 12 o'clock till 1 o'clock, so we've got about 5 minutes left. And then this evening at 6:30 is Friday Night Live, which of course the team are very excited about. We're going to be having a look at our challenges from this week. We're going to be having a special guest who we've been hinting at on our social media all week, which is super exciting. And then a little bit, and then we'll have a little bit of a quiz as well. and then probably a little bit of a prayer right at the end, just to end our week in that prayerful manner. Saturday and Sunday, we do a couple of pre-recorded things. So we've got Saturday special, where the team have been doing their challenge for this week. They're going to show you what they've been up to. And Sunday, we're going to walk you through next week's Saints Days, things that happen in the church, things that are happening around the world on a Sunday with our extraordinary program. So that's everything that we're offering you guys this coming week, and we cannot wait to get and dive right into it. But Luke, what's going on in the comments section?
Oh, we've got two very important people in the comment section. We've got Bryce from last year's team saying, "I love Toad in the Hole." Hello, Bryce.
Hi, Bryce.
Hi, Bryce. Love you, Bryce. And we've got Jamie Ages saying, "Tom gets a prize for the snazziest background ever."
Wow, that is powerful stuff. Yeah, thanks very much, Mr. Aegis. Well, I like to think our background is pretty cool. But of course, there's nothing like a snowy cafe in the middle of somewhere. Of course, so thank you so much for those comments. We're going to wrap up the show now. So it's been lovely being here with you guys this afternoon. It's been great fun. We've had some tasty lunch. Hopefully you've had some tasty lunch as well, and some good chats. And hopefully you kind of got a bit of a conversation started with you guys back at home, or wherever you are in the classroom, in your dining room, dining hall, wherever it might be. Hopefully you're having a little bit of a conversation about what we've been chatting about this afternoon. I always find this hour goes so quickly because I think we're just so full of like chatting, talking about different things. So hopefully you've been inspired by that too. As I said a little bit later on at 6:30, we will be joined by a special guest and we'll have our Friday night live. We cannot wait for that, so please check that out a little bit later on. That's kind of a family show, so if you want to watch it, if you can somehow connect it to maybe your TV or wherever you might be watching it from, so you can all watch it comfortably together. And as I said, we'd love to have you on as a live guest. So if you'd like to join us for a Friday night at some point soon, then let us know. And then we'll kick off with our weekend shows, and then obviously Monday morning at 9:30 you can join us for our Monday morning club. But from me and the team, it's been a wonderful time, a wonderful lunchtime to be with you guys today, and we look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Bye.
Bye.